Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have some Monster news to talk about. From a surprise restock on Mattel Creations for Monster High alumni releases to a brand new Monster High video game is in the works and more, so stay tuned and let's get into it. Okay, first up, we have here our first real-life look at the new Monster Mysteries Ultimate Secrets series for Claudine doll. Previously, we had seen our first real-life looks at the Cleo and Abby dolls, and now we have already real-life looks at Claudine. These pictures were shared by CZMC on Reddit, and once again, I'm not sure like where they were able to get them. The Abby and Cleo dolls, apparently they were found on Smith's Toys, so I'm guessing like someone in the UK found them early, like in store or like via the website. So that's very good news. I mean, usually we us Europeans don't get stuff until later on, but I mean, this is definitely a good sign for sure, and definitely also just a good sign for US fans as well, because I'm pretty sure that means that all four of them will be coming out very soon officially, and more wildly on all official stores in like really soon, like in a couple of weeks. I'm thinking like probably like late June, by summer they'll be out for sure. I mean, this is like a perfect release, like summer release. Yeah, it's perfect. Of course, Claudine, as we know, apparently is a store exclusive in the US, so that sucks. But outside of the US, usually these store exclusive dolls either don't actually get sold across seas, or they are not store exclusives, so it's good or bad. But yeah, here's Claudine. She is really pretty. We have some more pictures here by Joe Sad, but yeah, I mean, Claudine looks actually like really stunning. I love her face grading. I love the little mix of the braided textured hair mixed in with the straight hair, although it sucks that once again she does have poly hair. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Usually Claudine's hair, especially when it's like purple, it ends up being poly. So it sucks because I can tell just by looking at these pictures in her hair that it just has that texture. It's like, I bet it feels okay, but it's just like it doesn't have the movement of like saran or nylon. So that really sucks. But otherwise, I have to say, I love the outfit pieces. I love her shoes, although I'm not really fond of those ballet looking shoes, because I get that they're supposed to be like on their tippy toes, but I feel like it looks really off how there's like really no heel at all, like there's no supports right there, and I feel like it's all just too much of a platform, like on the tippy toes, it just looks off, but it looks fine. I feel like the leg warmers, the tights, like all her pieces are really good pieces. I'm telling you, like I feel like if this series wasn't sold in like these humongous husks of plastic, I feel like they would sell even better, because then people, especially adult collectors, would be able to just get them without having to worry about the place storage issue, and also it would be cheaper. Moving on, with more and more people finding G3 Catty early in stores, we have some really amazing restyles to look at. First up here, we have a restyle by Christoph Collects, and it's inspired by, you guessed it, G1 Catty's original core look. You can tell by the train and the back and just a poofy skirt, and the boots are recolored here, painted in silver. I believe, right, they're the same boots, just in silver. That looks amazing. Even that little side bang moment, I feel, and honestly, kudos if you can tell like where these separate skirt pieces actually come from. I'm not gonna say, but if you know, it's definitely like very fun how Christoph was able to pull from different brands and these different skirt pieces and just like put together the silhouette and construction of the original G1 Catty dress, the skirt segment. I mean, that looks really darn close to it, really, except maybe the pink is a little bit darker, hot pink. Here it's a little bit lighter, but still, like, it looks so uncanny and it looks really good. I feel like if Catty's outfit would have looked a little bit more something like this, she would have looked amazing. Next here we have a restyle by @JustStan, and right away I recognize those pants and ensemble anywhere. These come from the most recently released Lady Diva doll. She, part of the House of Surprises fashion transformation lineup. Those are her pants and her top, and then they kept the little bow piece around her shoulders, and also the original boots and the belt. That looks amazing. Like, I feel like right away this looks so much better than the actual dress Catty comes wearing, and I feel like that's just, again, so unfortunate, really, because I feel like this just shows you that Catty's doll itself is not the problem here. The real issue is her dress. Just does not suit her at all. It just does not do her any favors. It's really plain and baggy, and like, not even baggy, it's just like, it looks like so square. It looks like a potato sack, and like the silhouette of like the different the prints, and then like the pink underneath, it's just, yeah. So this looks so much better 1,000 times. Okay, but here's my favorite restyle so far. We can see Catty is wearing actually the pink dress fashion pack from Rainbow High here, but it's transformed into a little skirt piece instead. And then we have a belt from the LOL Surprise OMG Fierce Lady Diva doll. And then the top, I think, is actually her original dress, but once again, just turned into a top. And then she also has the little fur stole right there. She's holding it. And that's also from the Lady Diva OMG Fierce doll. That looks so amazing, and the boots actually look amazing with this ensemble, the high ponytail. Once again, I feel like if the Catty doll had actually come wearing an outfit like this, oh my gosh, she would have been perfect. No questions asked, and I feel like people would have been much more kinder to her, and she would have had a much warmer reception, because this looks amazing. Like, seriously, Sandra, amazing job. By the way, if you are in search of a G3 Catty doll, they are starting to show up specifically at Walmart stores. Here is a specific location if you live close to the area. Now, next up here we have some more real life pictures of the new Fear Book dolls shared by Dolly Knife. And specifically here you can see a better look at Twyla's new face grading. I'm not sure, again, like what they're doing. Like, maybe it's an updated face sculpt, or it's just like a really updated face grading, or we just got lucky. But Twyla's eyes definitely do not look as big as they used to. She doesn't look surprised or shocked, or like what's happening, like a deer in a headlights kind of look. Like, I love how they really updated her face grading. She looks absolutely stunning, and I feel like without a doubt this doll of Twyla will probably become many people's actual core G3 Twyla doll, because she just looks so iconic. Then we also have some more pictures of Laura, obviously, and she actually looks good in both all pink and all black, wearing that beret, that new beret in the recolor for Fear Book. And then Toralei, her hair, I'm not sure if it's like washed out here or if it's like still gelled, but I just don't love the way it looks. Like, it looks kind of like a helmet. Like, it reminds me of like Darth Vader's helmet. So I don't know, it looks fine. I do like the purple streak, and I love her outfit. I just feel like the hair could have been better. Okay, now moving on, here's some very exciting news. We are getting a very brand new Monster High video game in like years. It's been a hot second since we've had a Monster High video game. Me personally, I have, I think, 2 video games that were for the Nintendo DS. I know, I even made a video playing one of them, actually. If you want to watch it, here is a link up above. But yeah, we're getting a brand new Monster High video game, which is titled Skulltimate Secrets. So right away, probably going to be based on the Skulltimate Secrets line with different mix and match fashions. And I'm thinking that also because of the developer being Outright Games, which, if you're not familiar, Outright Games has already made a lot of video games specifically based on fashion doll brands, like with Bratz and Rainbow High most recently. And the Bratz video game actually is also kind of infamous for being really bad, I've heard. I was tempted to get both the Rainbow High and Bratz video games just because, like, why not? They're also like not too expensive on Amazon, so I'm like tempted to really get them. But if you have the Bratz or Rainbow High video games by Outright Games, what do you think? Are they really that bad, or like, are they okay? okay, like is the Bratz video game like really that bad? Because I don't know, people, I was seeing videos like on YouTube like, oh, the new Bratz video game ruined my life, and I'm like, okay, dramatic much? Can it be really that bad? I don't know. But what do you think? If you've played them, let me know down below. If you haven't played them, what are your thoughts on this developer who's already made video games for basically MGA brands, and now moving on to Mattel brands with Barbie and a Monster High video game? What are your hopes for a brand new Monster High video game? Because my fear is that unfortunately this video game might just become like a minigame kind of situation where it's just kind of like a bunch of different minigames around, you know, surrounding like fashion and makeup, like more like it would play more like kind of like an iPhone app game, not really like a full-on, you know, AA, AAA game. So I'm kind of hoping that this has a good plot story, and it's not just kind of like a really bland, just like minigame type of game where all you're doing is like dressing up the ghouls, giving them, you know, fierce makeup looks, which, because like I feel like that's fine, but it's definitely just like really more for a younger demographic if there's really nothing else to the game. But I don't know, what do you think? Now moving on, we have news on the upcoming new Monster High comic book series, New Scaremester, with the first one actually coming in August and retailing for $4.99. So that's very exciting. Are you excited for this brand new chapter for Monster High with this New Scaremester comic book series? And lastly, yes, it seems we're getting a surprise restock for all types of Monster High alumni releases on Mattel Creations on the May 28th. But here's a catch. This whole thing is going to be only available to Monster High fan club members on Mattel Creations. Even this whole email was only sent to members on Mattel Creations. Like, not even, they literally only sent this to people who were actually already members. So if you didn't know about this, like if I didn't tell you right now, if you were not on Instagram, if you had no clue, if you were not in the circle of knowing stuff like this, you would not know. Like, how much does it suck? Like, that to me, like, is kind of sucky. So but I guess, you know, Mattel at least is like finally actually utilizing the membership more efficiently, because as we all know, I feel like Mattel kind of sleeps on their memberships. Barbie membership, I'm not really sure what that's like, if it's good or not, but the Monster High membership, at least, I feel like they kind of like just forget about it. They release like one exclusive member doll like once a year, and then they have like a couple of pre-order windows exclusive to members as well. But I feel like, oh, and yeah, we had like 2 live streams, but that like nothing really happened. But other than that, they really never utilized the membership to its full extent, or like how, like they had promised us all these like juicy tidbits and like amazing behind the scenes like tea. But like, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting here. The tea is cold. The tea is non-existent. It's stale. So yeah, at least now we can say, fine, they're at least, you know, utilizing it more, even if it sucks because non-members will not be able to participate in this, you know, restock, whatever the restock actually has. It's still good at that at least for the members, they will have this chance to grab some, you know, popular Monster High dolls. Now, what is going to be restocked? I don't know. I feel like yeah, this already happened once before, probably like last year. They also had a restock for all kinds of Mattel Creations products, not just Monster High, Barbie, Hot Wheels, etc. And then for Monster High, they had released like the Chucky SKULLECTOR 2-pack. They had re-released some of the Haute Couture dolls, but I'm not sure they ever sold out. Did they? I feel like the Haute Couture Men and Runway dolls, are they still available? I don't know if they ever sold out. But it was basically like kind of like that kind of circle of things where it's like the lesser popular SKULLECTOR dolls. They kind of just like, I guess, the leftover stuff that they had in stock, like in like warehouses. They just kind of like, you know, sold it on that occasion. So I feel like that's something very similar to that will happen on this occasion as well. So just some random SKULLECTOR releases, probably not like a Pennywise or like Grady Twins, probably more like recent recent SKULLECTOR releases, thinking like like the creature from the Black Lagoon. I can see that getting re-released for sure. Perhaps some of the Addams Family 2-pack dolls, and then perhaps also some of the holiday dolls will get released. Creep Productions perhaps as well. Yeah, so I feel like most of it's gonna be not SKULLECTOR, but then we'll get like a couple of SKULLECTOR re-releases here restocked. So very exciting indeed. If you are a member, if you're not a member, there's no guarantee you will actually be able to get any of these restock, but I mean, it's a good chance that you might snag something that you might want. It just sucks that we never really know what they're gonna restock like at all. It's a surprise. So. And that was the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and consider becoming a member today to support the channel if you're able to. And of course, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the loyalty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope to see you next time. Stay peachy. Kisses.